So when the Rams drafted Stetson Bennett in the 4th round of this year's NFL draft, I was extremely excited because he's a great QB, and he had his first preseason game, so we got to see him in action for the first time. This is how it went. So today we're going to be going over 2 articles from the Rams Wire on Stetson Bennett and how he did in the first preseason game. The first one is going to be going over how he was nervous, and it looked like it because he had 2 almost interceptions thrown in the first drive. However, with penalties and everything, he was able to convert on a touchdown on his first drive as well, which most likely gained him confidence after being nervous at first. It was a shaky start for Stetson Bennett in his preseason debut for the Rams against the Chargers, but he would end up finding his rhythm as the game progressed, after finishing Saturday's loss strong. Bennett spoke on being able to find his groove despite the slow start from the offense. Yeah, I mean, it's the first preseason game. This is him talking, but it's the first NFL game that you're playing in. You're going to come in and be a little nervous, try to make a play when sometimes plays aren't there, but we started to get in a groove. We started calling plays, and you start to settle in once you get hit first, and honestly, it's just like everything I'm taught almost. So Rypien was the starter. I thought that Stetson Bennett was going to be the starter, but it kind of makes sense because the Rams wanted to play Stetson mostly, the majority of the time. So they let Rypien start, and he led 3 drives that all resulted in punts before the keys were handed to Bennett. Bennett would fail to complete his first few passes, and he almost threw an interception on his first drive. However, he would end up connecting with fellow rookie Puka Nacua on a 17-yard pass, and we'll go over that in a second. There were certainly passes that Bennett admittedly wanted back that easily could have been turnovers. However, the first-year quarterback showed poise and being able to bounce back, and that's something that's really good. Being able to, forget the last play and just move on to the next one. And also recognizing where you could have been better. While it's only a preseason game, it was a good sign to see that Bennett showed an ability to be resilient following a slow start. So how did Stetson Bennett play in his preseason debut? And like I said, he's a 4th round rookie, and he relieved Brett Rypien after, and he shook off his shaky start. What's it called? I wanted to show you guys this one. One of his best throws on the night was a slant to Tyler Johnson, hitting his receiver in stride between 2 defenders and a 34-yard gain. It may not look like much, but the timing, it was a timing throw that was right on the money. So I want to show you guys this. And we'll start from the beginning. You can see here, boom, perfectly timed. And then Tyler Johnson also showed very good yard after catch. So that was a really good play. And they connected on that. If they could connect on that again in the season, if Stetson Bennett ever does get play time, then that would be awesome. He also lofted a nice pass to Johnson on a corner route, putting it out of reach of the defender on a key 3rd down to keep the drive going. Bennett made that throw from the pocket, showing his arm is strong enough to throw from Hash's sideline. He doesn't have a cannon, but he's definitely strong enough. On a 3rd down earlier in the game, he found Puka Nacua for a touchdown. The Rams' first of the preseason. It was a relatively tight throw to the goal line, but one he completed with good accuracy. So I'll show you this one real quick. And you can see here, he finds him in a tight window. Very nice. We'll show you the slow motion. Should be right here. Yep. So here you can see Bennett chilling. He finds Puka, puts it inside enough to where he's able to work back for it and gets that touchdown. So Bennett and Puka connecting. I love to see that, the 2 rookies. And then also in terms of how he did, he finished the night 17 for 29 with 191 yards and 1 touchdown with a total passer rating of 90. He didn't have any rushing yards, but he did show off his athleticism by scrambling out of the pocket a couple times. He did very well with this, but a couple of those actually led to him making some bad throws. So just making sure that he does do a bit better with his scrambling ability would be something that he would be good for him. However, finishing for 190 yards and a touchdown with a 90 passer rating, we will take that all day. And he definitely had some very standout moments, which is very good to see. So I personally am happy with how Stetson played in his first preseason game. Let me know in the comment section below how you think he played, and stay tuned for the rest of the week because I'm going to be putting out a bunch of bangers talking about the preseason games and how the Rams are stacking up in this preseason. So yeah, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.